This week, RB Clyburn plays in his first U.S. Amateur. Although he never played college golf, he has plenty of experience in all aspects of sports. He was a wide receiver for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Clyburn the catch up to midfield.
Before playing professional basketball in England and Australia, now he's a college basketball referee. But this week, he takes in the experience as a competitor at Oakmont Country Club.
It's super humbling and really special to read the names on the win list. Not only the AMs, but the US Opens is just unreal.
There's a lot of different iconic parts to this golf course, but as you took your practice rounds, was there anything that stood out? It was like a pinch me moment?
You know, when you watch the US Open, you're watching on TV and you're like, you know, these guys normally make all these putts, and you're like, why are they missing them? And now you know why they're missing all the putts on TV. You know, when you have the best golfers in the world missing 5-footers, there's a reason. I'm
curious because I would think you see games in a totally different perspective as an official. So are there different nuances even on the golf course that might stick out to you that others might not?
Definitely the rules, because there's an art to officiating. And when you start talking about golf rules, I feel like there's less leeway when it comes to all of that. It's really cool seeing all the officials and knowing kind of what their perspective is. I always try to say hi and kind of be friendly, because a lot of guys think that they're like the bad guys, when in fact they're just enjoying the moment just as much as you are, honestly, as a player.
When you reflect back on your 10 years and everything, kind of the building blocks of what got you here, from college football, professional basketball, how crazy is it to assess that's where you were and now you're here?
Growing up, my favorite sport, the one I loved the most, the one I dreamed about playing on the PGA Tour when I was 10 or 12, to be here at the US Amateur as a 32-year-old and to have this as probably my single greatest sports accomplishment is, I just can't put words into it, to be honest.
RB sadly lost his father to cancer last year, but we'll be thinking of him and their golf memories often as he walks the fairways of Oakmont.
We were always together when it came to my first competitive tournaments, playing golf as an amateur, and he would caddy for me, and he was my biggest fan, my biggest supporter. You know, he wouldn't know what to do with himself right now if he knew that I was here. The older I get, the more I realize how special he really was.
Sean Knapp is a local legend in Western Pennsylvania. He even has his own golf museum in his home in Pittsburgh. And it holds the memories of his more than 50 USGA championships. To go along with it are stories, photos, and the hardware from his vast amateur career.
This kind of encapsulates my entire USGA career. When you talk about the US Amateur, you know, we see pictures of Tiger there. I had Tiger and Notah Begay in the same day in '95 at Newport.
This week is his 17th US Amateur, his second at Oakmont Country Club, less than a half a mile from his home.
You have to be reflective at a moment like this, and I think back to '03, I thought that would be my only opportunity. It's one thing to qualify at 59 years old, that just doesn't happen very often, but it very rarely happens when you're a couple blocks from the course. Let's get it rolling here. Now see, if I went the other way, that would be the 2 blocks, so this is kind of, you know, I wanted to get more film. I want to get more film time, so. Do you have any good scores in there as well? I need that as well.
What is that?
Like a 68 or a 67? Is there any in there? No? Okay. Well, then I'm going to try to do that on my own. I don't think she liked me. Morning, man. How's everybody doing? Yeah, give me 2 buckets. I think I gotta have time here. How about these guys? I told them I was defending champion. They'd be following me around for 2 days.
The layer to this year, of course, is how close you live to
Yes.
Oakmont. What is the significance of Oakmont, not just to you, but to your whole family?
Well, you know, I caddied there. My daughter caddied there. I don't know that I would be playing golf. It wasn't an opportunity to caddy, to fall in love with the game. It was everything. All right, Kenzie, what do you think it's gonna take? We still have a chance here.
Sean's daughter, Kenzie, has served as his caddy in 6 USGA championships, including the 2018 US Senior Open at the Broadmoor.
We're finishing up at sunset. You're gonna get me emotional here. Kenzie and I we're finishing. I gave her a hug and I said, you know, this is a day that you're always gonna remember. Your mom and your dad, your sister, myself, special place, special time, special group. We're not gonna always be here. And Kenzie had a little health issue, and I didn't think that there was, an opportunity that she may not be here. And fortunately, we're past all that, but sorry about that. It's really special to be healthy here and able to do this. I feel so blessed.
In late 2018, Kenzie was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, giving the whole Knapp family a brand new perspective on and off the golf course.
Look, I'm just an average Joe. I think that's just one thing that it touches my heart so much, is to have accomplished. It's not so much anything I've accomplished, it's almost
The experience.
Yes, it's almost who I've encountered. If you have that opportunity, it might be 1 in a million for some. For just me being here this year, it's kind of a 1 in a million. So, you asked me which was the most memorable. This could be it too.